Jesus 2.3 today. It's Sunday, August 8th, 2010. And that's a day of rest. It's the day a lot of you guys go to church. I thought I'd dress up formal for the occasion. And this is all unrehearsed, stream of consciousness kind of shit. Okay? Anyway, I'm sitting here in the upper room. This room I've been preparing for lovingly when we take our rest. But we also party in the upper room. And as you know, I've invited you to mine. Nonetheless, I hope you can hear me. I might have to get louder. We'll see how it goes. Again, Jesus 2.3. What we're going to do today, I thought I'd go through the Sunday comics. If you ever watch Saturday Night Live, they got some goofball who pretends to analyze the news. Well, I've been doing that in a couple of my videos already, and this is the news too, so don't snooze. And actually, it starts off, this is the Standard Speaker comics too, of course, in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. And as you probably know by now, that's where Harmon Geist Stadium is. It's a miracle that picture's still there. I think the eye in the sky took it. But the spirit in the sky has something to do with it. Anyway, we start off with Classic Peanuts by Charles Schulz. Now that's funny because that's a German name, and I was actually born in Germany. What a coincidence. But not only that is a coincidence, you see, Charles has been dead for quite some time. Well, Jesus version 0.1, or 1.0, well, he's been dead for quite some time too. Or at least he's been gone from the planet. It's one or the other, who knows. Anyway, this one here is, that's a coincidence, you see, because they put Charles in the paper again. And I'm virtually Jesus 2.3, and I'm here again. Wow. So, it says, you know, basically the same old shit's going on here. Lucy's screaming at Charlie, I'm going to get you, I'm going to get you, wait a minute. He's talking about we can't act like this. We have no right to act this way. The world is filled with problems, he says. People hurting other people. People not understanding other people. Now, if we, as children, can't solve what are relatively minor problems, how can we ever expect to? Pow! She hits him. I had to hit him quick. He was beginning to make sense. Actually, he was making sense. And that's the truth to the reality, guys. You can't solve all those problems. It's just God's will, some of these things. Everything else is man's will gone amok. But then again, who's to say? I think that's been part of the plan all along. If you pay attention, you'll see the plan unfolding. And if you want to work together, well, then you'll help make the plan come together. That's how a plan unfolds and comes together. Anyway, here you go. That's the first comic. I mean, these things bring to mind. This is pretty funny. The next one is Blondie, and I'm going to try and get this quick, but that's why I'm sitting here in the upper room. This is where, our party. I forgot to tell you about our party in the upper room. Yeah, we come up here and we feed our minds and have interesting conversation. So, the next one is Blondie, and this is funny because the very first one reminded me of somebody. It goes, Bumstead, you careless imp. Well, that reminded me of Jack Van Impe. He's the man in the van. I've got a video about him. You just look back in the list on my channel at YouTube, and you'll see there is. So right there, man, bang, just hit something off right there. And Sally Forth, I'll just pick one of the panels here because we went through this as quick as we can. Sally Forth, everyone's dreaming of different things. Dreams don't get you anywhere, people. Reality's right here. So anyway, the first panel is the best one. I think it goes, the one chick in the office, the redhead, by the way, says, is prone to procrastination, a typical job performance review for a bomb squad member. That's what she's thinking in her head. Well, in my head, I'm thinking some of you might consider this show a bomb, or you might consider what I'm saying a bomb being thrown on the world. Who knows? I mean, to think that Jesus isn't a Christian. Wow. So, nonetheless, actually, I've known this for quite some time. I've been enlightened for about 15 years. I've been agnostic at least that long, if not longer. And recently, I've just submitted to God's will. I submitted to the truth, and if you know what it is, it all happens sequentially. So there's only one way you can think of it. But then again, I hope you understand me, but it's your mind that must change. Okay? Mine has. So, that's what we're talking about there. There's some other funny things, but we're not going to talk about this. I'm just telling you, we're trying to whip through this as quick as we can. Oh, let's see here. We'll go to Doonesbury. I always like Doonesbury. It's kind of a liberal bastion of the comics. And he goes, Zonker, do they give you a lot of homework at Trump University? That's his cute little girlfriend telling him that. I'm not enrolled at Trump anymore, Sam. You're not, she says. Why not? The state of New York ruled it wasn't a real university. So I transferred to Glenn Beck U. He goes and talks about that. It's better value and it's a lot hotter. And she says, that's important to you. And he says, no, see, Trump was just meeting my needs. And. Well, then she looks at him with some shameful eyes and makes some smart-ass comment. If you're watching this, what the hell? You're at Jesus 2.3 University. And, well, I'm sure the state of New York wouldn't consider it a real one. But what I'm telling you is the reality of life and of the history of mankind. So you don't understand. So you have to follow everything. And you get a little bit of comedy thrown in and some other shit. Okay? Oh, there's another one I wanted to get to really quick before we end this tape. Okay? Oh, Mallard Fillmore. Now this is the conservative comic. This one's kind of funny here. It's got a dinosaur and a bunch of other dinosaurs. And the first dinosaur is saying, hi, and he's looking at a bunch of other dinosaurs. I'd like to immigrate to your herd while maintaining my traditional custom of eating you. Now, I know this is a conservative type of comic strip, but what comes to my mind when I see this comic strip is Western civilization fired up by Christianity spreading around the world. I wonder if that's what he means. In reality, he didn't make it clear, so that's what I will assume. I think it's a better spin on the whole thing anyway. Anyway, let's see, what do we have here? I think that's kind of it. Oh, here, the Wizard of Id. That's kind of cute. The enemy approacheth. They're at the castle gates. Oh, the king's coming in and he says, we surrender. The guy in the green says, open the gate. The king and his men come into the castle. The guy in the green says, follow me. Once they get in, they attack. Wizard of Id and the king of Id. Ain't that stupid? But you were under a white flag. I had my fingers crossed, he said. Ooh, something about the cross there. And being double-crossed. Think of the Indians, think of the Constitution, the slaves. Whew, there's a reason for that. But it all boils down to Christianity. Nonetheless, it doesn't mean Christians are bad people. It just means the leaders. And the concept, maybe, of having a man of God is the problem. You'll have to figure that out yourself. It looks like my 10 minutes are up, so this is kind of a long one. Thankfully, or thank God, I was able to sit down. And God willing, you will understand what I said, but I hope you understand it won't change anything at all.